want to welcome you guys back to episode 3 of the ASN podcast. I'm your host, Cyborg, and I'm joined by my co-host here.
Hey, my name is Waldo. I've been in the anime business for about 15 plus years now, and it's a pleasure to meet you all.
Hi, Aphelios or AG. I'm cool with both. I've been in and out of the anime scene for a good chunk of my life, but I'm finally getting back in, and I'm excited to be here.
Oh, I'm so glad I get to torture you guys instead of Steve today. Steve's used to it by now. Welcome to my world. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this, I like to call it a little emergency session recording. Because, well, we all know time is a construct that I don't believe in, aka I forgot that today, July, is the start of the month of what I like to call the Feast of Anime. Because I don't know if, unless you live under a rock, it's a good summer season.
Well, don't discount The Rock, you know. I mean, Dwayne is nice. Oh, wait, wrong Rock. I'm sorry.
Okay, you know what? Hot take one. And it's probably isn't a hot take. It's a very cold take. The Rock is not a good actor.
No.
Thank you. Thank
you very
much. I will never forgive him for the Doom movie, even though I've personally never seen the Doom movie. But at the same time,
I thought you were going to say something like Scorpion King.
Unironically, Scorpion King's actually pretty good because The Rock wasn't trying, right? I have a whole thesis on it. The Rock's ego is what ruins him as an actor.
Also, is the only thing we can say he's passable in is any Fast and Furious movie, or is that too much?
No, he's very good in those, but
yeah, okay. I'll give you that.
Yeah, and I love the Fast and Furious movies. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If you watched our last episode with me and Steve's controversial opinions on movies, no, The Rock is just not.
I wish I was there.
Yeah, The Rock is not a good actor. He only knows how to play The Rock, and it's like the Batman thing. It's just which one's the real human in the real role? Is it Batman or Bruce Wayne? Is it The Rock or Dwayne The Rock Johnson? Because I'm pretty sure The Rock is the real person, and Dwayne is just the face he puts on for society.
Yeah.
Also, shout to Dave Bautista.
But then we have people but then we see him as Maui in Moana, and he's kind of okay enough there, because you can tell he's having fun? ?
Because he made it for his child. We're about to go a movie podcast review real fast because I have
I was about to say sorry for commandeering the podcast. In 2 minutes in.
Yeah, listen. If you guys want more rock slander, we'll do an episode on our Patreon. But yes, getting back to why I assembled you guys, aka I kept knocking on people's doors to say who can record with me this week. It is a very, very packed summer schedule with highly anticipated new anime and returning ones. So I wanted us just to get together and talk about that. But first, it's my favorite part of the show, the catch up, where we talk about what you guys have been watching and reading lately. Usually we like to keep it anime, but I know some show about a mollusk and activities just happened, had a really big season 3. I don't know. I don't watch the show, but apparently it's a really big thing. Squid Games.
Yeah, I was about to say, that just released. I was going to start going into that.
I've been fighting the subreddit. I've been ready to fight the subreddit for Squid Game. I binged it in 2 days. I cried. I'm in the minority, actually. I thought the season 3 was fine. I actually loved it. I heavily enjoyed it. My partner and I, our couple's cosplay was not anything cute like Freerin and Himmel. We did the player and the guard from Squid Game.
Nice. I love Freerin.
It was honestly a blast. One of my favorite cosplays I've done. But
OTP.
I've gone ready to be tooth and nail at the entire Squid Game subreddit, because I will not give spoilers because it still is relatively just released, so I will be nice.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah, but at the same time, people I think are forgetting that seasons 2 and 3 were filmed at the exact same time. They were just split for release purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, they wanted to pace it.
Yeah, no, because the episodes are an hour long, so you're looking at 13 hours of content. And that can be a lot, especially with people that are used to so much short form content nowadays. But the point is did you really want Netflix to pull, a 13 Reasons Why or a Love is Blind and just get dragged with 13 hours of boring content?
I mean, that wouldn't stop them necessarily, but,
It wouldn't, but now, I loved it. Like, I will say this full out. I loved it. Whoever wants to say, like, oh, it was contrived, it was this, is that. It's like, did y'all forget that season 2 was the build-up and this is the payoff? Literally, it's
Okay.
two halves of the whole.
Yeah. I loved season 2. I mean, there were some people who were just like, dropping off, especially with what they did at the end. And I'm like, you knew something like this had to have happened because they had to leave it off of some sort of like massive cliffhanger for season 3 to have a launching pad.
Oh yeah, I was so mad at the cliffhanger, but then I was ready because I'm like, June is coming, June is coming, June is coming. Like, I was ready. I was like, my partner picked me up from work. We went and got Korean food because we were celebrating. We ended up going to get we ended up getting like a bunch of pastries, including cream puffs, which I ended up recommending the anime mashal to somebody behind the counter. Because I wanted to buy cream puffs in character as MASH, and I just haven't done it yet. Cyborg just looked down.
I'm just...
Yes!
Nice!
My boy.
Yeah.
He is, I have him, Lemon, and Lance over on my shelf, but they're not within, like, walking distance for me to get. My robe for my MASH cosplay is also hanging up in my nerd closet. But, like, ended up getting a bunch of, like, pastries, get back to my house, plant ourselves. He's in, like, my player hoodie. I'm in my frontman hoodie. We are fully, like, ready. We immersed, and we went in, and we had to stop for 2 hours after episode 2 because I was crying too hard.
And it's pretty much the only reason also why, like, I've been playing Call of Duty Black Ops was because of the Squid Games pack that they released.
My have also given me permission to buy V-Bucks so I could buy the guard skin on Fortnite.
I was going to say, I have the players' skins, and I have Frontman.
I bought the guard skin on Fortnite as well, and I had some V-Bucks left over, so I bought the entire emote set. And then I'm just running around being like, I'm a dude, let's go!
I'm judging you hard. And now, I have my question. Okay, I've never watched an episode of Squid Games, right? Now, yeah, I know you guys haven't been able to kidnap me yet. On our big trip, you guys almost tried, and I was like, I'm going to go eat my pancakes in the room.
Meanwhile,
I have to ask, is there...
red light, green light scene being like, holy shit!
It's like,
what was the controversy? Without spoilers, can you explain the controversial take that like has you in an argument with Reddit? Because I've known you for a while. You just kind of do that every other week. That's like just a thing.
I don't do it every other week. It's monthly.
You're getting better, but so like, what do people find? Because I've saw people were like, "Oh, this season's a little bit of a letdown. It's this, it's that." Can you like explain it in a super general way?
I don't think I actually can, because so I think like what a lot. Okay, like let me do my best too, but it's gonna be very.
Well, I was gonna say, as long as you're like going only as far as like season 2, I think you should be fine.
Yeah. You can explain season 2 shit.
We remember that player 222 was revealed to be pregnant and very close to being due in the second season. Like, it was outright stated, you are close to being due, which was a scene like in the bathroom with 222, 120, also known as Icon, that I love very dearly, and I forget the mom's number. I think it was like 174. I could be wrong.
Something like that.
If I had that right off the top of my head, I'm very proud of myself, but it also just shows the dedication. But, so what happened was, I think a lot of people in the 6-month time span forgot that they literally stated she was close to being due. So when that kind of came into play, a lot of people got mad and said that a certain thing ruined the season, but I think they just kind of forgot the subtext. And also, let's just say stress and physical injury can lead to early labor, so it kind of makes sense. And then also, I think people are just mad that it wasn't a happy ending, if I'm gonna be real. The director outright confirmed it's not gonna be a happy ending, because it's Squid Game, and it also falls into the genre of dystopia. And if anything, I'll keep this brief, too, because I can go on around for hours. But, so dystopias are known for not having the great, more, like, satisfying endings, even though I thought the ending was satisfying, but it's not, like, a very satisfying ending. It's kind of like left up to like, oh, what's gonna happen next? It's ambiguous, like, but what's going on?
Yeah.
So like, and that's like, if you look at movies like Children of Men, very much ambiguous ending, leaves you on the cliffhanger, and then you have nothing. So it's like, what happens? Fahrenheit 451, the same exact thing.
Yeah,
and I think it's also just Reddit's just negative in general. It's one step above Facebook.
Reddit being negative, nah.
Even though I did make one comment on someone's post talking about like player 222, and I'm like, I won't say, but you know, this and that can lead to certain things, right? And it had like over 600 upvotes the last time I checked. And I'm like, holy crap, I went viral on Reddit.
Oh, I'm not going to watch Squid Game. I don't. Little known fact: I don't like dystopian things.
Okay,
like I'm a very like rip me out with like honest like real world like problems. Cool. I just don't like dystopia.
Well,
it's not a thing I truly like.
It also doesn't help that Squid Game's like a realism that's also a dystopia.
Yeah, that's
kind of like Black Mirror in that regard. If if that's an apt comparison.
That's pretty much what I was going to say, is that, you know, it's not necessarily so that it's a purely like a bad ending for the sake of showing a bad ending or anything like that. It's more like that they tend to go down a realistic route. And
also, I was corrected. The mom's number was 149. I was
149.
I was so close, though. I was close. I was kind of how close that was.
But yeah, I think part of it also was like, especially with with the main character and the his essentially his best friend.
That was also controversial.
Yeah, because his the reveal at the end. Well, the reveal to him, and with what happened to everybody else, everyone else getting gunned down or what have you, it was just like everyone was just like finding a reason to be a little hurt over it, and it's just like you realize that they have to that they need this. I mean, I was I upset at the ending? Yes, but it was kind of constructed that way on purpose. It was meant to be that way.
For season 3, I was crying. Like, my boyfriend can attest. I was crying, and I'm just like, no, nah. And then I'm like coping, and I'm like, I don't want to say the next thing I want to say because it would be a massive spoiler, even though the entire internet has spoiled it. But I want to be nice.
Yeah.
But I'm just like sitting there like, no, film rules. Remember the film rules. Remember the film rules. A few minutes later, oh, they remembered the film rules.
Oh my god. Okay, Waldo, your turn. What have you been watching and or reading? Like, unless it's more Squid Game stuff.
Well, I just happen to get
that's a little bit more positive.
I've been going back and forth with a couple of things that I've been, as far as like watching recently. Like I've been getting the urge of nostalgia to coming over me, and so I decided to start rewatching one of my favorite series, being Holic, and Subatsu Chronicles as well. It's done by Clamp, and that's You moved on to Subatsu Chronicles. They both series kind of have like a tie-in together. But I've been watching that, and between that, been also watching Shangri-La Frontier, which sort of fits into a couple of genres that I've been getting into lately, which mostly tends to be isekai or isekai adjacent. Which I kind of feel like this series of Shangri-La kind of fits in, because it's essentially about people living through VR in other games, most notably Shangri-La Frontier, the title of the series. But they do kind of do the Sword Art Online route in visiting other games as well.
But is it better than Sword Art Online? That's the ultimate question.
Most things are better than Sword Art Online.
True, that's not a very high line.
I was going to say...
I'm a Sword Art Online hater.
I wasn't going to say much about that, but, that's not a high bar to clear.
It's really not. I watched the first 2 episodes, and I was bored. Like, I did not care.
I didn't think it was too bad, all fairness. I didn't think it was too bad. But when they got into, like, Gun Gale and a couple of other things, I was just like, okay,
Can we wrap it up?
Let's get through this.
You made it farther than I did because it was the season. I think it was season 2 with the scene and the guy.
Yeah.
I love how we all bow our
about.
heads because if you,
Is it
I'm just gonna say
the
trigger
second half of
warning.
season 1 where like?
I thought season 1 was alright. I think after that is when they like.
Yeah, season 1 is
really dropped
very. Okay, if I'm being very honest, as like a fan of anime and like the medium, right? Season 1 is what I call like perfectly mediocre. And if someone said Sword Art Online season 1 is what made me want to watch like more anime, I would not hate that take or like that journey, right? Because Sword Art Online came out like 10 years ago, 12 years ago, something like that.
Something like that.
Just grayed immediately. Forget the purple that's still here. It's just gray now.
Hold on, I'm gonna look this up real quick.
I think it was 2012 when it first dropped.
It dropped 2012, July 8th, 2012.
Okay, I just saw the producer in the chat. Yes, I need to I need to finish Log Horizon. That's like one of my greatest things I never finished. I loved the first season, and when I ended up finding a cosplayer of Shiroway at, funnily enough, Anime Next 2017, which was my first con, I was like, oh, Log Horizon, let's go!
My first
Sword Art
Online was 2007.
Log Horizon is on my list. With SAO, I call it that because like back in 2012, the anime's foothold on like Western culture was not what it is now, right? You weren't watching like, there wasn't Crunchyroll like that where you could pick from 15 versions of like a 15-worded title.
You were watching it on YouTube in 3 parts. That's what we had to do.
Or you were Netflix, right? Which Netflix only really had like Naruto, Sword Art Online. So you were probably watching everything that Netflix gave you because it's like, hey man, they're only giving me like 2 or 3 series at a time. I can watch this. So Sword Art Online was like, I call it like the very basic story. Like, there is problem, there is hero. Now you must insert the like standard like he's the everyman or he's kind of badass because the story needs him to be, or like he looks like such a blank slate any person can impress upon them. And I don't think that's I don't think it's a bad thing. I think that's like pretty good because like, let's be honest,
a lot of times it's designed that way.
It's like a persona protagonist, so
a lot of the times it's designed that way.
True.
Right, and I think it's a good thing. However, when you get to that bullshit, that's everything after season 1. Because immediately I can forgive like clear power fantasy. What I can't forgive is, and this is the trigger warning, I'm going to, editor, please make the note for like, is the very weird underage like force that's shown in season 2.
Yeah.
When the motherfucker's like licking.
I thought that was the first part of season. I thought that was the second half of season 1 because I've always heard the argument.
That was
season 1 was good, and then the second.
Okay,
half
let me.
You're talking about the guy who I can't remember the guy's name. Like they were in the real world, and that was season 2. That was after the first one, because the first one centered around everybody being forced to stay in the game.
Yeah, and then if they
if they died or if they tried to remove the thing, their thing blew up. Season 2 is where the female protagonist got essentially kidnapped and by that guy, and the hero goes in trying to save her and that kind of stuff. That was season 2.
Okay, that's good to know. Like I said, I got the 2 episodes in. I know Sword Art Online mainly through its infamy.
That's what it is. It's and I'm just going to still wrap up this one point in the trigger warning before I give like the trigger warning over.
Definitely.
It was probably my first time, and it's jarring because like I am the type of person who recognizes like some writers are always going to write like things I may not like or want, like the bad of the world, right? But there was a point where it like in this, it's just so like, what the fuck are we doing here? It's almost gratuitous.
That's what I was going to say. It's gratuitous. It's just trying to make something dark for the sake of being dark.
Yeah, and it's just kind of like, you could have just made this dude evil by the fact he kidnaps a comatose girl. Like, you didn't need the extra shit.
That's it. That's everything right there.
It's like I wasn't sitting there being like, oh, the evil businessman with the leering smile kidnaps and kills this girl. I wonder if he's a good guy. You have to make him a predator as well, and it's one of those things where like it's almost a joke about it now in the anime, like oh, anime always has those scenes, or it's like it's always this type of character. Looking at you, Don. Can we fucking stop with that bullshit, please?
Glad you said that. Not me.
I watched Don, and everyone always gave that warning. Whenever I was like, hey, I want to watch Don, like, oh, by the way, there's this scene, and I'm like.
Yeah, it's there multiple times, and we get back later when we're starting to talk in like our full discussion. But I'm sitting here looking at that, and as like a newbie, like consuming anime as much as I do now, where I'm like, oh, ew, and then also from there, the writing also gets bad. So
because they need this really gratuitous, like Made in Abyss. Just saying.
Yeah,
we're gonna
but
go down
anyway,
the infamous route. There we go. But I will not say more there because we will go on a different tangent.
Yeah, trigger warning
Madoka
over.
Magica.
As now that we've had that fun little rant and down memory lane of Sword Art Online, yeah, if someone told me it was like their first anime or the thing that made them want to watch more anime, I would not. I would look and be like, oh, okay, which season?
Yeah, everybody starts somewhere, so you can't really. If it's their first one, then you can't really be too harsh on it. However, if if you're talking about a season watcher and they come in saying like, oh yeah, season 2 was the best, then I'm gonna judge.
Oh yeah.
But I guess like, I also slightly judge because Netflix also had stuff like Claymore, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. As well as the original FMA.
But
Inuyasha,
you were only watching those once you watched like something more approachable. And also, this is gonna have to be a topic on like another episode. But definitely. And this is like my full like hot take. The world, we need those good mediocre anime where you sit and you watch it and you're like, oh, this is kind of good. I kind of want to watch more. Yeah. Like, not everything needs to be Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which I think it's like one of the few perfect anime.
And not everything needs to be a Vinland Saga. Not every we need like I think this anime is
you need the palate cleansers. You need the palate cleansers.
You need something that's going to have someone be like, oh, that's really interesting. Let me like watch more of this. That was kind of fun. And I'm saying that as a person who has Soul Eater tattooed on my body. And Soul Eater is the perfectly mediocre anime because the manga's better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Walter, are you watching or reading anything else lately in this journey of fandom?
Well, I actually had pulled a couple of books that I had in my massive library, and when I say massive, I had one thing I probably was going to say at the beginning. I have a rather large manga collection, probably not the biggest anyone's heard of, but I believe by my last count, I have about 1,100 books, 1,100 manga books.
My brother would be jealous of you. My brother's trying to have like a book with Alvin.
Not the fuck.
My brother's gonna be jealous of you.
Not kidding. And my like I said, my preferred genre tends to be like isekai for the most part. So I have Chillin' in Another World. With a level 2 super cheap powers, one of those titles that's like, like a novel to
How
just to read.
An isekai, the title's really long.
It's like it says it in there, like, chilling in another world, and like, okay, all right, and
you have the books that are popular on High Dive. If no one knows what High Dive is, go look at our last episode.
I love High Dive. I love High Dive. Yeah, but yeah, I've been. This is. Wait a minute. What?
So what happened is, if you haven't listened to the last episode, go listen because I'm hilarious in it. I have a war on High Dive. I specifically said High Dive. I said High Dive is the Arby's of streaming services. And so the best part is I'm like talking. I said AMC Plus is the High Dive of streaming services, and I'm pretty sure I called Arby. I said, "Oh, High Dive is the Arby's of like streaming services." And the best part is Steve. If you guys don't know, my co-host Steve. You haven't met him, but like, if you have, so you know the look he gets when he's like trying to synthesize information. He's like, "Wait, what the fuck is High Dive? Can you like explain to the audience?" ND?
You might actually have to explain to people what High Dive is because they might not know. I myself did not know. I'm only finding this out from Googling it.
And I'm like, High Dive is another streaming services that only deals in 15 long titles.
I mean,
And,
you're
like,
not wrong.
Oshinoko
and Call of the Night. Also,
That's
the best
literally-
part was High Dive
that's literally
emailed me
it.
about my membership as
Yeah.
soon like when we finished recording the episode. In my head, I was like, oh, they want smoke.
They knew. They were listening, man. They were listening.
So that being said,
like-
we're the best fucking advertisement High Dive's ever going to fucking get.
No, I won't lie though. That email with High Dive is giving me flashbacks to when people know this story. I will keep it as brief as possible. But
Yeah.
after finishing Squid Game season 1 at like 1:30 in the morning with my boyfriend, we watched over Discord, and
Nice,
all I
nice,
get
nice.
is an email saying I have a package coming from Korea, and every one of my friends thought, "Have fun in the Squid Game, Aphelios."
Have fun.
It turns out it was just a very late package from T1 for my Faker photo card that didn't come with my Faker plushie.
But
Sorry to cut you off. I just have to talk about my High Dive beef.
That was funny. That was so good. Because, like, I'm guessing High Dive has 20 million long titles and then Oshinoko and Call of the Night.
But
yeah,
yes,
I would say like that's where it definitely goes. Like as far as like the novel long titles, the High Dive, because I've got like I've got like 3 subscription services for anime. I got that. I've got Crunchyroll, and I've got Netflix itself. But
Netflix, I'm mooching on a Crunchyroll.
It's like yeah. I almost went into Funimation as well before they decided to shut down and transfer over to Crunchyroll. Yeah, because of the buyout and everything. But the other one that I've been reading lately, by the way, also The Apothecary Diaries. A short title, and actually good short title as well. I was like, I just read these. Because I went over to actually update some of the titles, because I actually have to like keep like a spreadsheet, like an Excel spreadsheet of like all the books and everything that I have. That's the only reason why I even know how many I have specifically, is because I have the thing counting. Because if I don't, and I've still done this numerous times, I've bought duplicate books because of it. So it's like
That's such a problem. I do that with my normal bookshelf. Also,
the normie bookshelf.
I now have to go return these 2 titles.
Free Run. I just bought latest manga as well.
But at the same time, I'm still depressed from when you first showed me it, Cyborg.
Listeners, if you remember that party and friend I talked about the last episode.
Free Run is one of the titles that I kind of like break my own personal rule for. When I go to buy manga books, I kind of like a special little silly rule. It's like I'll buy titles that I haven't watched like the anime of, or I don't own the Blu-rays or DVDs of. And Free Run's kind of like an exception to that, because I think both are good, and it's just like, all right, between that one and Komi Can't Communicate, because I also bought the latest ones for that one. I have the I don't think I'm up to date on the manga books, but it's like that's one of the ones where it's like I don't even remember what volume they're on now, but I think they're in the 30s.
I heard it's dragging though, unfortunately, with the manga for Komi.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
she's got to make her 100 friends. I watched the first 2 episodes as like a slice of life sampler for the Nexus, funnily enough, and I kind of was like, oh my god, I love her. She is baby, must protect.
and reminding myself of Komi, there's like I can't think of it now. I do have some of the books, but there's like a knockoff Komi. I just can't remember the title on it that I kind of started to like a little bit, but I haven't kept up to date with.
There's a hot take.
No, that's not a hot take. That's a fucking freezing cold take. Okay, audience, you cannot see the live stream chat. We have our wonderful producer Michael. Everybody, clap up for Mike, our great producer. Talking, and he goes, sidebar, Windbreaker is better than Tokyo Revengers. And I don't know who gave this man a license to speak facts, but I'm here for it. If you haven't watched Windbreaker, fucking watch it. It's incredible. And if you're the type of person who everything needs to be super highbrow and you can't enjoy a good delinquent brawl anime, fuck you for one. And two, Windbreaker is the sleeper anti-incel pro LGBTQIA themed manga of we can like get like there's a center character who gets like a good it's only like 2 or 3 episode arc where you are discovering Tsubaki, we love him. That's brick wall baby boy. Like it's the artwork is so funny in this. If I knew which episode fully had it, it's Tsubaki. Tsubaki's like he's super cute. He's like has his lipstick. Yes, you know about Tsubaki.
Yeah,
it's his hair's like super long. Baby boy, you must protect. He's like, I like cute things. We gotta patrol the town. Jacket comes off, big ass biceps, ready to just knock people out.
Oh, he's like Kanji in Persona 4.
Yeah,
fighting in heels. I'm going. Yes,
I'm here for this shit.
Yes, I'm going to like break my rule of not like interacting with two. Oh, here we go. Got to the perfect. Yeah, Windbreaker, y'all gotta watch it. It's so good. Watch it, read it. I'm just gonna skip to like what I've been watching and reading, which has been Windbreaker, because it's just so good. Also, if anybody can see, this is Baby Boy. We must protect.
A little out of focus.
Oh my god.
Almost.
If anything, that also like, funnily enough,
try flatten. I was gonna say flatten the page.
Anyway, editor's note.
Communicate also as like non-binary rep with like the male lead's best friend, because they have the top half of the uniform is the male part, and then the bottom half's the female part. So that's kind of also another like indicator.
Also, yes, I'm referring to his name because I did ask a friend where I'm like, hey, there's some themes here. I want to make sure I'm always being respectful of the character. For what we know, he's referred to he in the thing, and I think he's just gender non-conforming, but it's still very straight, and whoops Nick's asses, and like is so respected, is like one of the 4 kids. Actually, a slight spoiler alert for Windbreaker if you haven't like watched any of season 2 or read up until like chapter 40 something. In the school, there's like the head of it, like the head dude, and then there's the 4 people under him called the 4 kings, and Tsubaki is one of them, and he is so adorable. Someone looks at him and goes like, I thought this was an all-boys school. What's she doing? And then Tsubaki's reaction is just like, oh, you think I'm cute? Yeah. Like every interaction, you don't even see Tsubaki like throw punches or anything. And that motherfucker gets down. Yeah, we protect Tsubaki out in these streets. I don't accept Tsubaki slander near me at fucking all.
So after solo leveling, I'm gonna go immediately watch Windbreaker.
Yeah, it's also Windbreaker has moments that like will make you tear up.
I've been watching that to my list.
Yeah, I've been watching Windbreaker. It's season 1. I call it like these motherfuckers need therapy season. Because it's very straightforward, but that made me want to read the manga because I was like, I like a good like. Everybody knows I love a good brawl, like base one. Oh, Sakura, our beloved. Oh, I'm so glad Mike like watches this so he knows. You watch season 2, it's just like, hey, season 1, you had this. I did an entire panel based on like masculinity and representations of masculinity, and Windbreaker was like one of the foundational ones I looked at, right? I was like, oh, cool, let me keep up. Maybe I can like revamp it. Season 2 is just like, we are tearing down notions of what it means to be strong and make you rethink like what strength and dedication is. We're bringing in these themes of like, what does love look like? Like, what does it really mean to have community amongst people? What does it's the type of story that I don't think a lot of people will watch it because it's also, I'm just like, I love hearing the side conversation you are having. It's the type of story where I think everybody, also giving you guys a little note into like the masculinity panel, I have to like finish rewriting. If you have like a young like guy in their life or a young mask person, let them watch Windbreaker because it kind of does what I kind of need as a young person. It knocks on the head and being like, yo, I know you have this vision of the world, which is based on like strength and dominance. But did you think not to have that? And you could still be cool and fight a bunch of people and be a hero. Like it really tackles themes of like, what does showing up look like for your friends? It's yeah, it's surprisingly a lot of depth to it. And I'm not saying that in like a bad way. I'm just saying
my
like
cousin that's in high school right now.
literally exactly. If you have a young person in your life, young dude who like
And he's
likes
like on the
anime and likes
wrestling team for
fighting,
like his high school too, so like
he's gonna fuck with. Yeah, he should love it. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I kind of
I
want to just send him a text being like, "Ayo, was
Watch
talking
this.
with a few
I
friends, and I wanted to recommend this anime to you. I don't know if he'd like watch the anime,
the,
but
the
especially with the
first
house he
one
lives in, I think he needs that a little bit in the house he lives in."
the big moment from the trailer is the main character in episode 1 fighting like 15 people. It like on one and winning. And that's like what got me because it's also animated beautifully. Season 2, the animation is it does that weird CGI thing to animate a bunch of stuff in the background that's just ha 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 ha.
As long
But
as
the
it's
story's
not
still
Blue
good.
Lock season 2, I think we're gonna be okay.
No, it's not as bad as moving JPEGs.
As
But however,
I hear our Lord and President about to run to my house and be like, slander!
Moving
uh,
JPEGs, Jesus Christ. I'm starting to get
yeah,
PTSD from watching, what was it, Sailor Moon and the Dragon Balls or whatever the hell it's called.
yeah. All right. But now, y'all, it's time to bring in for the real reason I brought you guys in. Because I don't like we said earlier, it's a new summer. Summer's upon us. We're July, it's fucking heat waves everywhere. But also it's a tidal wave of great anime coming. And so not if you live under a rock, I'm not gonna say that, but if you haven't like been paying attention to news, we have a great lineup of anime premiering literally this month, actually in a couple of days. I think Don Don premieres the first episode premieres
Danon's
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Can I read you what what the returning list looks like? Like
All I
of
know is we have like a new drop like every few days. It's seeming like it's not even. Like,
there's a whole.
It's like
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a whole
few
list.
Days we're getting something, and I'm like,
are you guys
oh,
ready?
that
You
looks
guys
too
ready?
big.
Are you guys ready for me to read it? Because I will
Go
share
on.
my
Go on,
screen.
man.
You got this, Boomer.
Yeah, I know. First, I work with tech every day. Boom.
I was gonna say like, yeah, all right.
Yeah. Gachi Akuda I like to call it. It's kind of like the Kaiju number 8 of this season. This is the big premiere that everybody's kind of like, oh, what's about to happen? Like, is it like what's this new anime on the block, right? If you look at the art style, I believe the team who works on Gachi Akuda, one, it's Bones who's animating it, and you know Bones is good as an animation studio, right?
Wasn't
Leading,
Bones Death Note?
I think so.
Maybe I don't
Maybe
remember.
Bones
I
has
could
been
be
like
wrong, but I think Bones was Death Note.
Yeah. The thing about Gacha Akuda, if you look at it, the art style may seem a little familiar because I believe the mangaka of Gacha Akuda also worked on Soul Eater, or like was an apprentice to the one who penned Soul Eater and Fire Force. So an anime that I still think needs the Brotherhood treatment. It has like that really cool, distinct style. Also, I'm not super biased. I love the art style because that's like the one mangaka besides the guy who makes Bleach who knows how to draw black people.
Tita Kubo.
Yeah. Now, next one, returning. Kaiju number 8, season 2, is coming back. Kaiju number 8, really solid hit. If you're not reading the manga, start reading the manga because the manga is ending in like 2 chapters. However,
I got corrected.
It's so good.
Death Note. I don't remember my studios.
Yeah, it's
yeah. I could.
No, I knocked over my mic.
That's why I love having this because I've done that a number of times and I was just like I had enough.
On a stand, I just kind of accidentally kicked it. But I actually, the one thing that interested me about Kaiju number 8, but I won't stick around on this too long, is it was the fact that it was Western artists that did the opening and the ending theme.
Yeah, but it worked. It works.
No, like it worked, and like it's the only Youngblood song I've listened to, and then, oh, I've been seeing a plushie of him at FYE, but I have not bought it because 1, it's FYE, and 2,
okay, real funny.
I didn't want to keep the pattern going of buying the plushie before I watched the anime because that's what I did with this one, and our friend is mad because I haven't finished solo leveling yet. I have.
No, our mutual friend is mad because of a lot more than you not finishing solo leveling. It was me and you tag teaming him about his opinion on solo leveling above free written. Let's tell the complete story. It was a interesting argument that day.
I love solo
No, but he
leveling.
keeps threatening to report me to Plushie Protective Services to relinquish my plushie until I finish solo leveling.
You know what?
And Plushie Protective Services is my partner.
Yeah, if everybody gets this to 100,000 views, we'll make merch of that. Because our merch department will make.
We need that. We need that. Please, people, please spread the word. We need that, please.
Yep. Thank you so much, Mike, for correcting us. Madhouse animated Death Note, and One Republic and Youngblood did the music for Kaiju number 8. But getting back to the list,
AG doesn't remember their studios that well.
Yeah, Don Da Don season 2 is coming back. Don Da Don was, I'll like to say, I'm not gonna say like it was it was kind of like the hit when it came out. It was the thing that everyone was watching it, everyone was keeping up with it, and I said it earlier. I have my slight issues with it is for as phenomenal as it is. It has a trigger warning for scenes depicting non-consensual acts. It has this thing where the main female protagonist Momo, she is always in a situation where it's just like, we don't need to see that. Like, can you stop that? Can you stop putting her in this situation, manga? Like, it's getting you gotta fucking hard on for it. No, I'm literally no pun intended, but like, fucking stop, dude. Like, I would love not to see her almost assaulted at the beginning of each season and at the end.
That would kind of be nice,
yeah. Also, like, to do with like them going after. I'm only going from what I've heard because
spoiler over too, or trigger warning over.
Yeah, like what? Oh, yeah. Then I won't get into it. But like, I heard it's like kind of like a thematic thing or something that has to do with the aliens. But I could totally be wrong. I just remembering remnants of a conversation with the mutual. But I don't want to like bring up any triggering.
It kind of feels like having a character in that kind of situation for the sake of having a character in that situation, and just
okay, so gratuitous. Fair enough.
Yeah, that's a pretty way. Something that's on my list that I really do want to watch, but I haven't watched season 1, but I've heard a lot of good things, is My Dress Up Darling.
I'm looking forward to it. It's like not the series I usually go for, but it kind of, I guess you can say it kind of fits, with all the characters and the dressing up and everything. So it's like it's kind of like the odd one out. The odd one out. I liked the first one. I'm looking forward to the second one to come out.
So is there? I have to ask because I haven't gotten a chance to watch it. Like the other ones, Kaiju number 8, I'm reading in my Dun I watched. With My Dress Up Darling, is it just like cute, or is there like a bigger plot to it, or is it just like, nope, vibes, cute, palate cleanser?
Okay, again, yeah, I can see that. It's a lot of cute for sure. I mean, they do kind of tie things together, but I definitely get the impression that the the cute with like all the dressing up and the different outfits and stuff like that is kind of like the main focus for it.
All we need to know. This isn't even like a full hot take.
I recognize the one outfit because of one of her moots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the one and I'm like, hey, it's our moot.
This one?
No, the purple hair, the black headdress.
Purple?
Nope. Not purple hair. Like, that's like that one. Yes, that one. Okay. That one.
I was gonna say, like, the more recognizable one to me was the more like the maroon head. Yeah, because I remember seeing the scene in a clip, and it was just like, okay, and it just kind of stuck into my mind, and I'm like, okay, all right, that's definitely cute there. Okay.
Okay, so and obviously this obviously looks like romance because like you got homeboy who's like. It has the same look I have when I look at my partner, like pretty.
Oh, that's my partner when he looks at me. He's like, "You're cute," and I'm like, "Shut up."
I love it. All right, go to the next one. This evolves into like talking about our partners because my partner would kill me. She would hate this.
My partner. Oh, wait a minute, I don't have one.
She'll be fine. She'll be fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Dr. Stone Science Future Core 2. I'll be real honest. Dr. Stone is one of those ones that I missed, and I have no idea like how deep into the run this is. So I don't know if like Science Future is like the season 3 one.
Yeah.
Do we have any information on Dr. Stone?
I haven't.
I think it is.
I haven't really followed Dr. Stone beyond the first season, or not even like the fully through the first season. Like I don't remember exactly the point where I stopped, but it was like okay, and I want to say like I stopped 3/4 of the way through. This is the US arc.
The US arc.
Oh, okay. Yeah, first season I just lost interest like after not even the end of the first season. So unfortunately I did not follow this one in particular.
Right. Okay. Now skipping down to the simulcast and like some of the continuing ones, right? Or at least it should be the continuing ones, I think. Yeah, I'm just going to keep scrolling over. Like, do we see how deep this is? Like, how
I'm
deep
like
of a
honestly
run?
terrified with how deep this goes.
Right. And
So she said,
now I can stop sharing as I kind of want to get into the over discussion. I don't think we've ever had such an anticipated summer lineup, right? Like we've always have like we have the power of hindsight and being able to look at like, oh, what happened in like fall of 2023? Like, oh, that was really great. Like, but this feels like one of the few times where I think the entire anime world is just like, we have so much to look at. Mike, yes, the vending machine is in the summer, so another
I was
15
gonna
word
say that
title.
was one of the ones. Like I started looking through the list, and I'm like, okay, which ones am I gonna go? I'm like, okay, all right, yeah, gotta pick that up again. Reborn as a vending machine. I now wander the dungeon, season 2, and I'm like, they got past season 1. Okay.
Another high dive, high dive special.
Okay.
But
with me, like this is. Oh, sorry, you first.
That's okay. I was gonna say, well, if you're gonna go on about that one, I was gonna mention another title that was near the same list.
No, I wasn't. I was gonna mention something different that I saw in the summer lineup that I was kind of excited for.
Okay, yeah. When I saw that, like that one caught my eye. Like, I started watching the first season, and I was like, okay, this is definitely an interesting concept. Like, okay, all right. And then I saw on the list here about season 2 for vending machine. But the one to the left of that is what caught my eye, because I was very much a fan of Rascal. So Rascal does not dream of Santa Claus.
Oh yeah, because that's like is that a sequel to Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai?
I think so. The way they described it, like the short blurb they got there, it says now in college, Sakuta I butcher names so bad, encounters another mysterious, unseeable girl in a Santa Claus costume. So basically, it sounds like the first one, but instead of a bunny outfit, it's a Santa Claus outfit. I'm sure there's a little bit more into that, but
fascinating.
Okay, I guess I'm going to have to eventually. I'll be honest. When I saw like Doesn't Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, my brain goes like, oh, that's one of those ones that just made it past the censors. But I hear like enough people online are like, no, it's kind of like really interesting. There's more depth to it. I'm like, I've also watched that stuff for the plot too.
It kind of made me in terms of like depth. It kind of made me think about Haruhi Suzumiya. Kind of.
I never finished Suzumiya, sadly.
It's not necessarily in like like it follows the same formula, but you know it's like you have the interesting title, you have the concept, and then it's just like it's like, oh, okay, it makes you think of it. Another one that kind of made me think of in the same vein was Steins Gate.
Oh, you said the magic word. You said like one of the magic words.
I love Steins Gate, so immediately, of course, I thought about that once I started connecting dots, and I'm just like, okay, yeah.
Steins Gate's so good.
I love Steins Gate.
I had the game of
Steins Gate.
Gate.
Kurisu for an event.
Did you play any of the games though?
I didn't.
I own them
because I was like, I know who's canon. I know my cope because I've seen the anime and Kurisu's wife. So
come on, Cyborg, come on.
No, it's fine.
It's safe. It's safe.
It's literally just like Kurisu is waifu. So
I don't have time, but I need to eventually get around playing these games. Okay, so yeah, I'm not gonna lie. For me personally, I don't think we'll ever see something that feels like this anticipated, especially for like how quick of a turnaround time it was, right? I also think like
Yeah,
Sakamoto
definitely.
Days is coming back even or like soon.
Sakamoto
too.
Days. I love Sakamoto.
And so, I'll be honest,
I need to
Sakamoto
finish
Days.
that.
I kind of call Sakamoto Days the big disappointment
I
of
liked it.
Really?
last season. It's okay for context, and also the audience knows by now. I have another YouTuber who lives in my house. Like my brother is a YouTuber who talks about like anime releases and stuff. Like so, he was hyping up Sakamoto Days. He goes like, "Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really solid." And this is riding the wave of like Dandadan. Like people are championing like Netflix is back as king of anime. Yeah,
Anime.
Mike. Yeah, good point. And so Sakamoto Days comes out, and it's built up as like this great. Essentially, this is like Jackie Chan meets John Wick in anime form. It's going to have you laughing, great fight scenes, and like the thing that was supposed to sell you on, it does not deliver. In my humble opinion, if we get any
yeah.
Sakamoto Days fanboys in, please leave a comment because I like to go back and forth with people. Yeah, you'll get some anime hosts who like to be nice in comments. I don't. I will
For
go back and
me-
forth and ask Aphelios because I like arguing.
For me,
Also,
for
I will
me,
put your
Also,
opinion to
like
hear it.
arguing. So if anyone wants to come at me about Squid Game earlier, I will go.
come on.
That's right. Feed us the engagement, baby, because we will interact.
I
But keep it respectful, or else you'll get
I
mad.
liked-
Dude.
See, I liked it. I liked it, but it wasn't with like an understanding of like, okay, oh, it's going to be like legendary anime or something like that. Like I knew it was more or less going to be, lack of better phrasing, trash, but trash that kind of.
Yeah.
Trash made me laugh. It was just like I did like the manga more than it was. It's another one that I kind of like break the self-imposed rule about manga. Either I'm reading the manga or watching the anime, but I did like the manga more than the anime. But the anime kind of had like the visuals that made me laugh and just kind of because you're talking about an assassin who is like trying to live a
Overweight.
normal life and is
Yeah.
now this big plump guy, and when the situation calls for it, all of a sudden, now he's the buff. I knew it just wasn't going to tick the right boxes to be like like one of the all-time greats, but
Yeah. It's one of these things where, and also the only reason I brought it up is because like I think it released it. I think season 2 comes out in September, which very very fast turnaround time.
yeah.
I think some people were still counting September as like the summer season, so like it ends the summer season. And I'll even say, for my criticisms of the anime, to start with Dandadan on a Thursday, right? Like let's just say the big release is Dandadan, and then you end with Sakamoto Days. In between that, you have like, hey, like not necessarily hit, but like anticipated season 2 follow up. You have this highly anticipated premiere. It's almost astonishing where I'm like, oh, it's a great time to be an anime fan. Like you effectively have something new to like if you plan out your day or your like anime watching week, you can watch something new, almost like you're a little kid again each day of the week.
Yeah.
And then like by the time you cycle back to Sunday, it's like, cool. Oh, the new episode, the new simulcast should be out by now. So I can like end my night with this. I don't know. Like, what do y'all make of it?
I'm just scared because I don't have enough time in my day and my backlog's already huge.
Yeah, I was gonna say my watch list is kind of a parody of itself at this point, almost.
Yeah, and I guess with me and my BL loving heart, the summer Hikaru died is the one that's kind of piquing my interest the most. That's coming out for the summer.
Okay.
Also, because it's like a horror BL kind of thing, so I'm kind of curious, and I don't mind dabbling into a little bit of horror.
I'm scared of that.
I can respect that because I do tend to like the horror. Horror for me more it tends to be my flavor for games and stuff like that. But yeah, I can
Count
see
me
that.
out on those. I will cry. Like I may own Outlast on my Xbox, but I have not touched it. I only grabbed it because it was a game for gold, and then I always tried to scroll past it whenever I'd go through like all my games that are like installed, because it's like a very creepy like picture for it, because it's just like the peering eyes in the background, and always use me just casually scroll past as fast as I can.
I just
go through my game.
I just finished streaming Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic, and then I picked back up A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead on my Twitch channel. So it's like I love horror games. But
You gotta make me start streaming again. I really gotta get back on it.
I only recently I only recently kind of got back into it as more like a regular thing because I do it pretty much like once a week now on the weekends. Um,
I'm taking note of that. I just need my weekends to stop being occupied.
No, you're in the council now. You're in the
like,
council. You can never escape.
But I'm a
No.
chair. I'm not a VP. I'm a chair.
Oh god, one day I'm on the Patreon if we get enough subscribers and I can like convince the rest of the council members, I'm gonna let us like all drink together and talk about what's like actually being on the council for a long time. It's fun, but it's also, in the words of my co-host Steve, it's recognizing all the other adults around you who you think have everything figured out are also just running around panicked.
yeah, I was about to say, like, saying earlier with you, Sabar, I was just like, there's a lot of people, where it just look like they have everything on the level and everything like that, and all of a sudden it just internally is,
Me with the virtual department where I'm like, oh shit, I gotta start the anime watches, but I haven't done it yet.
damn!
And then it's like, oh shit, the bad movie nights need to get posted.
And for me, oh shit is just remembering to like somehow make an announcement on my Discord. You'd be like, oh yeah, I'm going to be streaming this week. I'm going to be streaming this game, and I never do it until like the day before.
Listen, it's always fun. However, you guys ready for a little game? Because I have a fun game for us to play.
Ooh.
Oh joy.
All right. So, if you notice, I didn't share all the titles. I kind of scrolled past them real fast. I was also announcing the seasons. For anybody who doesn't know, I'm a DM and I like overly complicated games to screw with people. And
I was wondering why you skipped past Toilet Bound Hanako-kun.
yeah, we're going to play a game. We're going to play 3 rounds of what I like to call, is this a real anime this season? The game is simple. I'm going to give you a couple of titles. You're going to have to tell me which one is the fake.
The fake, okay.
Ready? They're going to be in the chat, and I'll read them out as well. So, you guys should be able to see it. First round, My Dress Up Darling Season 3, Dandadan Season 2, Kaiju Number 8 Season 2, and Gacha Season 1.
It's My Dress Up Darling because we're getting Season 2, not Season 3.
Yeah. Season 3, yeah.
Cyborg's mad at me because I immediately got it.
Right. No, I'm just asking. Are you completely sure about that?
Yes.
Oh, you're right.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Are you sure?
All right. If anybody ever wants to get into DMing, like for Dungeons and Dragons, the best way to screw with players is just to say, "Are you completely sure?"
Is it the main tagline? Are you sure you want to do that?
No, just are you sure?
Or do a roll behind the screen and to be like, okay. And
sometimes I roll and I'm stemming and I have metal dice, so like you can hear the clunk when it hits the table. That is just me playing with something because I always need something in my hands to play with, But ready for round 2 of this game. You each got 1 point. Your choices now are Let's Go Clubbing, Hotel Inhumans, or Toilet Bound Hanako-kun Season 2.
Alright, so I know Toilet Bound Hanako-kun Season 2 is the real one. I literally just
Let's Go Clubbing, I'm going to say is the fake.
AG, what about you?
I'm going to go with Waldo on this one. I trust their judgment.
See, I'm so upset that you guys got that right. It's Let's Go Clubbing. I just made that up.
The reason being is because I recognized Hotel Inhumans.
Hotel Inhumans is the one I'm most excited for this season. And also, I need you all to know, I was like 13 seconds away from making Let's Go Clubbing into a 15 word thing to throw y'all off.
The thing is, I can see that actually being an anime. I'm already starting to picture in my head, the premise for the series.
It's like an episode title, so that was kind of the thing that pinged me because it sounded like an episode title for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4.
Yep. All right. Now time for the last round, y'all, and this is the very fun part. Here are the titles. Let me read them because they are longer titles this time. Arknights, Rise from Ember, Betrothed to My Brother's Ex, and Cultural Exchange with a Game Center Girl. Okay,
I know the Arknights one is real because I was also curious about Arknights because I was not paying money for a gacha game, so I'll watch the anime.
I want to say Betrothed.
That's what I was also thinking. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, because
Is
I
there
know
a reason
Arknights.
why? Is there a reason
Because
why?
Betrothed to My Brother's Ex, funnily enough, sounds like a manhwa title rather than an anime. I know a lot of manhwa are becoming anime. But
Yeah, yeah. Like Arknights, I've heard the cultural exchange with the Game Center girl actually sounds like something that I was gonna say almost sounds like something I've come across, but I can't quite put my finger on it. But but Betrothed to My Brother's Ex sounds a little too direct to me.
It's literally, it sounds like a manhwa, so that's my tip-off.
Well, you guys are right, but I need to correct something in your logic. It is direct. Because the real title is Betrothed to My Sister's Ex.
Ah. Okay, so you gone past the point of like trying to be overly creative to the point like, yeah, we're just gonna name this like what it is. We've
There are
gone
13 seconds.
we've gone full circle, people.
Yeah. All right. Thank you all so much for joining me in this fun conversation about a super hype season and how much we all love and need to watch Windbreaker. This is us signing off. Once again, I am Cyborg, and these are my two co-hosts.
And I'm Waldo.
And I am Ophelio /AG.
All right. Wonderful. Thanks, y'all.